So away from his duck hunting blind, coming up to Wisconsin, tremendous financial advisor Josh Carter. How we doing?
Doing good, man. Good to be here.
Awesome. So why did you become a financial advisor? What motivated that career?
Originally, it was more for selfish reasons for myself. I always wanted to work for myself. I wanted to have control over the growth of my income personally. And I wanted to be in a position where I chose when I work. Reason for that is, I always wanted to have a family. So I wanted to control when I could be on or off. So I could be there for wife, future kids, all that kind of stuff. So like any good super senior in college, went to the career fair, met as many companies as I could, and ran into my now business partner, Drew Gaynor. And he said, why don't you come try this? I was like, all right, cool. He seems like a decent person. So went and did that, did the introductory program. I did very well, and just started that as my first career. Now, what kept me as a financial advisor was very quickly learning that outside of being in the ministry, being a physician, there's very few other careers that you can have such an immediate impact and a long-lasting impact with the people that you work with. You build these relationships with your clients, you help them achieve goals, and a lot of times they won't do that without you. And that turns into something that's very gratifying for somebody that likes to help people.
Yeah. I remember the quote, I don't know if you ever heard this one, but early on in my career, heard physicians save lives, we save lifestyles.
Yep, that's correct.
And that was one of the things that always stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
So has there been a client impact story for you where that's like really kept you motivated, where it's, the most valuable thing a client has learned, something that really just impacted you personally?
Yeah, I think there's several. You almost end up having one with every client that you work with. But real early on, again, I started this out of college. My Rolodex of people didn't have money. So you're getting anybody and everybody as a client. Most of what you're helping them with is pay down debt, student loans, just save money just in general. And so one of my very first clients was also a really good friend of mine in college. They had gotten out about a year or two ahead of me in college. They were in their first job, doing the basic things that most people do in that timeline or that time of life. And she agreed to sit down with me, went through our process. We implemented a couple of things. She had some goals as far as, again, paying down some debt, saving money into cash, wanted to buy a new car, eventually wanted to buy a house in 2 to 3 years. And we go down that list, and she's still a client to this day. And that first year, every time she did something on her checklist, I got a text or a phone call. She was like, hey, did this today, thank you for helping me get that. And that's kind of where I learned to begin in my previous statement about why I stayed a financial advisor and learning how much you impact them. I still get phone calls and texts from her, a couple times a year. Every time we review, go over new goals, look at what we're going to do next year, and I get a call or a text every time it's checked off the box. And I get that with other clients as well too, but that's the only one that I've had from start to beginning. Every time something's accomplished that I helped her with, she lets me know, and that's very gratifying.
I love that. I wish all clients were like that.
Oh yeah, no, that would be great.
What's one thing you wish everyone knew about money?
There's two things actually.
But I only asked for one.
Well, I know you get two though.
Give two.
One, money's not the most important thing in the world, but it's pretty up there on the list. Because money's a tool, right? Mm-hmm. Tools are meant to help make tasks get done easier. So if you have a good grasp and education around how money works and how being a good steward of it is, it's going to make your life significantly easier on whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's you making an impact in the community, whether it's you wanting to retire early, or just, be in a good position with your family at an early stage in life. So the other thing is, I work with a lot of people that, again, control their income. And this is something I have to tell myself sometimes too. The ability to just go and make more money isn't a reason why you don't be responsible with it sooner. If you can control your own income, you can get overconfident. It's like, well, we can just do this. I'll save, invest, or pay down this debt, next month. Well, that can become a continuous cycle. So you have to be, cognizant of the fact that you still have to take care of that responsibility first, even if you can just turn around and go increase your income next month, next year, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's really good. Glad you gave two.
Yeah.
And why do you continue to take your time, money, energy to come to development events like this at Rhino Boot Camp?
You always hear if you're not continually growing, you're slowly regressing. So I know I'm not the smartest person in the world. Our industry is always continuing changing. People are changing. There are different thoughts and ideas that are coming out on how you can just do basic, I guess, tasks or strategies within our business, but also how can you run an organization? So I'm doing a disservice to my clients if I'm not continually going out there trying to make myself better, trying to become more intelligent, trying to figure out how I work better with my team, my staff, and grow that. And so it's a disservice to them if I don't do that.
Awesome. Great answer.